Hello everyone, Just a Dad. Today we're going to show you how to descale your Mr. Coffee Maker. This is the 10 cup combo brewer that does K-cups also. So is your coffee tasting kind of bad, not as good as it used to, or is your coffee maker taking a long time to brew a pot of coffee, or is your coffee not as hot? These are all signs that it's time to descale. So here we've got the user manual for this Mr. Coffee, and it talks about the minerals build up inside and it's time to clean. So we're going to be, if you want to pause the video, there's the actual instructions, but I'm going to show you step by step according to the instructions. You're going to need 4 cups of white vinegar. So you can buy this big jug of distilled white vinegar from Walmart for 64 fluid ounces for $1.50. You're going to need a measuring cup. You need 4 cups. So the first thing we're going to do is, if you've got your K-cup pod holder, you're going to take it out. We don't need any filter or any coffee grounds in here. We're just going to put this back in. Then we're going to come around to the reservoir. We're going to take our filter out. This filter, this carbon water filter, is going to remain out for the entire duration of this process. We'll put it back in after we're all done flushing out the system with water. Take your water reservoir. If there's any water in it, we're gonna dump out that water. So get your vinegar. We're gonna put it in full strength, 4 cups. So there's 2 cups. We're not gonna dilute this with water. We're just gonna pour it in there straight. 4, and then let's put 2 more. Okay, so there's 4 cups. If you don't have a measuring cup, it's right above the 6 mark. So that's 4 cups, because that's coffee maker cups, which are smaller. So 4 cups of distilled white vinegar are back here, and the water filter is removed. Make sure your coffee pot or your carafe is empty. We're going to come over here and we're going to press till we see the 4 cups. 6, we want 4 cups. Hit the brew now. That's going to run that vinegar through the machine, and then we're going to let it sit and soak for a little bit. So what it's doing right now, the coffee maker's got a water pump that's sucking in that vinegar, and it's going inside that heating element. It's going to clean that heating element and get run through the coffee maker. So to do this 4 cups is only going to take about 3 minutes. After that 3 minutes, the coffee maker will shut off. We're going to leave it off, but we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes. If your coffee maker needs some really cleaning, you might want to let it sit for up to an hour. But letting it sit for 30 minutes is good enough. And then we're going to remove whatever vinegar is left in the water reservoir, and then we're going to flush it with some water. We're going to be running a bunch of water through it to get it all flushed out. But it's really important to let it sit for 30 minutes, to let that heating element inside there kind of soak with that vinegar on it. Now, this coffee maker does not have a clean light or a clean function. You just really want to keep up on this. I would recommend doing it at least every 6 months. If you've got really hard water, I would definitely do it every 3 to 4 months. I wouldn't go more than a year without doing it. Okay, so it beeped at me. It's done brewing the 4 cups. It turned itself off. Now, even though we've still got some vinegar left in here, we're going to leave that in there and let it soak in the reservoir for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we're going to dump that out. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to take this. This is the coffee carafe. It's got that white vinegar in it still. I'm going to go dump this out, and I'm going to wash this out with soap and water. Same with this. Same with this. I'm going to wash this out with soap and water. And same with the water reservoir. So that's got some vinegar left in it still. What that does is that just helps clean the bottom of the water reservoir. I'm going to go ahead and dump that out now, and I'm going to wash this out with soap and water. Okay, so make sure you empty this out. I've got everything washed up, ready to go. Now I'm just going to fill the water reservoir up to the 10 mark with fresh water. These are going to be my fresh water rinses. Okay, water reservoir is filled up to 10. I've got my carafe is empty. I'm going to come over here and change this now to 10 cups. 10 cups. Again, nothing in the filter basket. It's nice and empty. Make sure it's in there all the way. And I'm just going to press the brew now button. with 10 cups. This is going to brew that water through the machine and clean out whatever vinegar is left in there around that heating element. So we need to do this. This is called a fresh water rinse. We need to do this 2 to 3 times to kind of get all the vinegar taste and smell out of the coffee maker. So each one of these pots takes about 6 minutes. So start to finish, within an hour, you can have your coffee maker cleaned up, ready to go. And again, so once it runs through this, I'll take this over to the sink, kind of wash it out, wash this out with soap and water one last time, and then run fresh water through here 2 to 3 times. Check out my other videos where I show you how to clean the needles on the K-cup basket. I'm also going to show you how to use a reusable K-cup in the machine. I bought an aftermarket reusable K-cup that works really well. And I'm going to do a video on how to change the water filter. And I also have a detailed review on how this coffee maker makes coffee. I really like this coffee maker. It was new in 2021, and it's a really nice coffee maker. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.